Thank you. Senator Budd.
Thank you, Chairman. First, I want to thank President Trump, Secretary Duffy, and you, Chairman Cruz, for your leadership on much-needed ATC modernization. It comes at a particularly important time in the history of American aviation, with so many new technologies coming to our airspace. For example, today, Wing Aviation and DoorDash are launching a joint operation in Charlotte. This marks the first new market for Wing after a successful year in Dallas-Fort Worth. Sadly, the drone industry continues to be stifled by regulatory uncertainty from the FAA, which has failed to publish a proposed rule on BVLOS, or Beyond Visual Line of Sight operations. Ms. Baker, why has it taken so long for the agency to act given clear deadlines? And can you commit that the FAA will advance a proposed rule by this summer?
We are very excited to get the BVLOS rule out as well. We're excited about this new industry segment and what it can do. We are working very hard to get that rule out. It's in review. Thank you.
You know, while the Chinese Communist Party has been extremely forward-looking, unfortunately, I'm concerned that as we're discussing today, the somewhat outdated ATC system might be yet another challenge to the full integration of these new technologies. Mr. McIntosh, I've appreciated the clarity that you've brought this morning to many areas. You know, as we work to modernize ATC, is the FAA thinking about how to future-proof the system so that new technologies can be more smoothly integrated into the national airspace?
So thank you for the question. Absolutely, Senator. The ATO policy is get to yes, but get to yes safely. And when it comes to integration of these kind of things that you're speaking to, we'll work tirelessly to make that happen.
Thank you. You know, companies like Boom Supersonic are on the leading edge of civil supersonic revival. In January, Boom's XB-1 aircraft, it demonstrated that it can fly faster than the speed of sound, but without any audible sonic boom reaching the ground. Despite this innovation, current FAA regulation sets an arbitrary speed limit in the skies. Companies trying to bring back supersonic flight for the first time since the Concorde have to ask for special permission from the FAA to operate their aircraft above Mach 1. And they can only fly them in specific flight testing areas, even if they do so quietly like Boom. Today, the U.S. has the only flying civil supersonic aircraft, but China is already making clones of Western airliners, and they recently announced its own supersonic passenger plane. So unless we invent and build the next generation of aircraft here in the U.S., our leadership will pass from America to Asia. Today, together with my colleagues, Senator Sheehy, Senator Tillis, and Senator Lee, I'm introducing the Supersonic Aviation Modernization Act. This bill directs the administrator to issue or revise regulations to allow companies like Boom to operate their aircraft above Mach 1 within the United States, as long as no sonic boom reaches the ground. The supersonic race has begun, and it's critical that America wins. My bill will ensure that innovative companies like Boom have the regulatory certainty that they need to continue innovating. And I look forward to working with my colleagues on this committee to make sure the U.S. maintains its leadership in civil supersonic flight. Thank you, Chairman.